Hurry up, everyone. It doesn't take so much time. Simple 2 mark questions. Ishan, that's correct. Aryan, let's solve this.
Yes, sir. So it will be 10.00 minus 0.02, the whole thing square. So it would.
We don't need to write 10.00, Aryan. Just write 10 itself. That's enough, right?
Okay. Okay, sir. 10. Yes, sir.
So then, what does this equal to be?
10 square minus 2 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 0.02 plus 2 0.02 the whole thing square.
Okay. Which is?
So 100 minus so just a minute.
What's 10 into 0.02, Aryan?
So 10 into 0.02 is equals to 0.2.
Okay, and 0.2 into 2?
So 2.4. Sorry, 0.4.
0.4. Okay, now whenever you write 0.4, get into the habit of writing 0.4, okay? Because what happens is, if we write this or we write 0.4, a lot of times in the exams, we can overlook this to be a 4, okay, in case if this is not clear. But if we write 0.4, it is very clear to us that it's 0.4. So again, this reduces the chances of making mistakes in the exam. So get into the habit of writing decimals with zeros, okay? And what is 0.2, the whole thing squared?
So it is equals to
Aryan, it's very easy. What is 2 squared?
So 2 square 4.
Okay, we write 4. How many zeros will it be? What's 0, 0, 0, 0? What's 0, 0, the whole thing squared? 0, 0 into 0, 0? So how many zeros will it be? 4 zeros. So starting from here, we go back 4 zeros and we put a decimal.
Okay, sir.
Okay, very easy way to multiply decimals. For example, 0.1, 0.08, the whole thing square. What do we do? What's 8 squared? 64?
Yes, sir. 64.
And we need 0, 0 squared, so that we'll get 4 zeros. So what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put a decimal here and we put
0.0060. Okay, sir.
Okay. So it's very simple to multiply decimals.
Okay.
Okay, combine. So it's 100 plus 0.004, that's 100.0004 minus 4 will give you 99.6004, right?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts, anyone in this question? Any doubts, anyone? Okay, let's do another question then. Evaluate 4a plus 3b, the whole thing squared, minus of 4a minus 3b, the whole thing squared, plus 48ab. One thing I'll make you aware of, be careful over here. We have a minus sign here. Be careful here. I'm giving you a hint in the beginning itself. A lot of you will make mistakes here. There's a minus here. Remember what I told you. Solve this quickly. 3 minutes to solve this question. 4a plus 3b the whole thing squared minus 4a minus 3b the whole thing squared plus 48ab. You all should have got the answer by now if you were smart or if you were thinking smart. Come on, hurry up. Ishan, that's correct. Rest of you, hurry up. Ananya, no, that's wrong. Last 1 minute, everyone. So, Ramya, have you fixed your mic? So, Ramya, that's correct. Aryan, that's correct. Last 10 seconds. Sahara, no, that's wrong. Ananya, still incorrect. Samita, correct. Paki, incorrect. Ananya,
Yes, sir.
tell me.
So 4a whole square plus 2 multiplied by 4a multiplied by 3b.
Or a 3b, yeah.
Minus 4a.
As what happened to 9b the whole thing squared? 3b the whole thing squared. What happened to that one?
Wait. Yeah.
Then
So
minus of,
minus,
now we need to open a brick bracket here. Whenever you see a minus and you see expansion, please open a brick bracket. Okay.
yes, 4a whole square minus 2 multiplied by 4a multiplied by 3b
Yeah.
plus 3b the whole thing square plus 48 ab.
Okay. Stop here.
And
Did everybody use this method?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone thought of doing something differently? Yeah, Ishan?
Yeah, first I did, but I figured out another identity, that is a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square.
Right, correct.
So it would,
Now, everyone, this is one of the methods you could use, okay? But this is a time-consuming method. If you do this, it is not a wrong method, okay? But there are
Sir,
chances of making a lot of mistakes here. Yeah, Samita?
Sir, I did a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b.
How?
Like for the first part.
How?
Like, so if we do a plus b into a minus b, then we get bracket 4a plus 3b minus 4a plus 3b into.
And then you
the other
multiplied it
part.
again. Then you multiplied a plus b and a minus b further.
Yes, sir.
So you complicated it even more. Yeah, that is also correct, Samita. That's not an issue. Okay, a good new method, but again, a complicated method, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Because first, what did you do? You took 4a plus 3b, like supposing you took this as x, and you did x squared minus y squared, right? So then you did 4a plus 3b into a squared minus b squared is a plus b into a minus b. So you did this plus 4a minus 3b and 4a plus 3b minus of 4a minus 3b, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you multiplied this, you first simplified this, and then multiply. Okay, this is also
Yes.
correct. No issue at all. Okay, everyone understood this method? She basically did a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So this was a and this was b. So you did a plus b and then a minus b and then solved it further. But there is an easy way using the identities that we have learned now. What we need to do is, Paki, it's correct now. We group the first two. Okay. If we group this, what does this become? A plus b the whole thing squared minus of a minus b the whole thing squared is equal to, what's the identity? 4ab, right? Yes or no? So now we see that, you know what you need to see. You see here we have 4a plus 3b, here you have 4a minus 3b. So automatically you need to now start thinking that it's something like a plus b, a minus b, and what can we do relate to them. So in this case, now directly when we apply this identity, what becomes? What do we get? Using this identity, we can write 4 into, what is a here? 4a into 3b plus 48ab. Yes, directly using this identity here. So what am I going to do? 16 into 3. So that's 48ab plus 48ab, which is 96ab. Right? So you will just write using identity. You group the first two. Then using the identity, this one. Okay. Therefore, we get 4a into 3b is equal to this. So this is directly there. So you see how fast we can solve it now instead of going through immense number of calculations. Yeah. Clear, everyone? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's take one more question now. Okay. If x is not equal to 0 and x plus 1 upon x is equal to 2, find x squared plus 1 upon x squared. Quickly do this. We have learned the identity earlier. what you need to do in expansions is find relationships between what we know and what we have to find. Okay, using what we know, try to find out the relationship between what we have to find. So we know x plus 1 upon x is equal to 2. So is there any relationship between x plus 1 upon x and x squared plus 1 upon x squared? That's what we need to discern. 2 minutes for this one. Come on, it's very simple. Ishan, y plus minus? Paki, that's correct. Ishan, check. Why did you give me a plus minus? Where are you finding out the square root? Rest of you, hurry up. Sarah, let's solve this.
Yes, sir. It will be.
Yeah. Ananya, no, it's wrong.
Sir, actually, I wasn't able to solve this sum.
Ishan, it's correct. Let's do it together. That's okay. Tell me, what is the relationship between x plus 1 upon x and x squared plus 1 upon x squared? Any relationship that you can find?
Yes, it will be x plus 1 upon x, the whole square.
No.
X.
Before that, what is given to us? We're given this, right? So we can write this. Okay?
Yes.
Now, if I square this and I also square this, what happens?
It will be x square plus 1 upon x square plus 2.
Is equal to what will be the right hand side?
4.
Now, can you solve this?
Yes. It will be x square plus 1 upon x square is equal to 2.
Isn't that our answer? That's what we need to find out,
Oh, yes.
right? Or you could have used the identity that we know. We also know that x squared plus 1 upon x squared is nothing but x plus 1 upon x, the whole thing squared minus of 2. Remember this identity we learned yesterday?
Yes.
But you don't need to actually mug this up. This is correct. So what we do is we start off with what is known to us. This is what's known to us. X plus 1 upon x is equal to 2. We square
Yes.
this, we square the left hand side and the right hand side, and then just solve further. So we'll get x squared plus 1 upon x squared is equal to 2, because we know the relationship between this is that if we square x plus 1 upon x squared, we get x squared plus 1 upon x squared, right? Secondly, find x4 plus 1 upon x4. Quickly. 2 minutes for this. Same information has been given to you. Now we know, now we need to find out x4 plus 1 upon x4. In these sums, whatever we have just found out is used to find out the next one. So we have found out x squared plus 1 upon x squared. 90% of the time, this information will be used to find out the next part. Okay. Quickly. Ishan, did you find out a mistake of the plus minus earlier?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ananya, tell me, what do we do here?
Yes, so x square plus 1 upon x square whole raised to the power of 2.
Is 2
Yes,
squared? Okay.
yes. So
So
4x raised to the power of 4 plus 1 upon x raised to the power of 4 plus 4.
how 4?
Oh, wait, sorry, is equal to 4.
Yeah.
So x square, yes, is equal to 2.
Ananya, learn your identities carefully.
Yes.
Okay. So again, same method what we did earlier. Instead of using x plus 1 upon x, so now you're going to use x squared plus 1 upon x squared. Or you could have directly used the formula. X4 plus 1 upon x4 will be equal to x squared plus 1 upon x squared, the whole thing squared minus 2. We could have even used this one now. So x4 plus 1 upon x4 will be equal to x squared plus 1 upon x squared, the whole thing squared minus 2. So either directly you can apply the formula, the identity rather, or solve it in this way. Preferably, I prefer to solve it in this way because one, it shows you're working and you know the number of steps involved. Secondly, sometimes you may make a mistake in writing the identity directly. In this, the identity is derived. So there are very few chances of making a mistake, right? So usually I tend to follow this method because it may happen that you write the wrong identity, in which case your marks will be 0. Okay. Any doubts, anyone so far? Clear? Very simple chapter. Just need to remember the identities and how to apply them. That's all we need to do. It's a pretty decently simple chapter. Okay, that's it for today for maths. You all can connect for science now. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Bye.